don't understand why I gotta keep why I gotta keep I gotta do this every time on here. This is not making any sense. I know I got audio now because I just said it, but I set it to default, and every time I go back on, it's not set. Now, so one more thing I got to check before I actually hit the live button. All right, all right. It's 2024, y'all, and we are seeing some of the weirdest shit we've ever seen in our lives. I know we are, maybe not some of the weirdest shit we ever heard of or read in a holy book or something, but we are reliving those times. Men or women, women or men. I don't want to keep talking about that, but this is what if you go back to classic times, if you go back to religious times and you read about any of this stuff, that we are definitely here in America for sure are living in the Sodom and Gomorrah times. Everything's fair play. Everything's fair play. There is no punishment for, or there is no repercussions for anything that you do to yourself, to someone else, as far as those acts. I ain't talking about criminal, like, hurting someone, but you're allowed to just do as you please with with yourself or whomever else wants to participate in that stuff. And I'm not here to judge anyone. I'm not here to say you're right, you're wrong, or indifferent. I'm just going to remind you, if you are, again, if you have any religion, you know, I'm gonna tell y'all right now though. This is why like we could tap into things like this, these kind of topics or whatever, but y'all gotta realize these are gonna get super low views. Like these aren't gonna be the topics people want to talk about. People don't want to talk about real. I mean, or my audience doesn't. Maybe I need to find another audience. Maybe I need to find people that really want to talk about. When I say stirring the pot, I ain't talking about every time getting on here talking about other people and trying to put people down, or I'm not trying to talk about pop culture where okay, we're gonna stir the pot and talk about how Nikki's diss was not as good as Megan's diss, or Megan's diss was. We ain't talking about none of that. Not that we are not going to talk about that, but I ain't with all that's there's enough platforms for that. Let's talk about real stuff that's uncomfortable. People, oh damn, it hit you right in your stomach, like, you know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, they want the bull crap, Reek. They don't want the real. They don't want to talk about how Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was mentioned in the Gospel of Barnabas, which the powers that be kept that part off the Bible. Y'all don't want to talk about that kind of stuff. Y'all don't want to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want to talk about how the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, his name was mentioned in the Bible. Jeez, why is my phone ringing? Hold on 1 second. Yeah, sorry. Mario, I gotta call you back. I'm in the middle of a live. Let me call you back. um, anyone want to chime in? Reek, you can. Are you able to chime in? Because I'm sure you're a well educated brother, man. You know, especially when it comes to this. When it comes to this religion, you've done your studying. You know what's good. You looked into some things. You're confident in the stuff that you've learned, and I'm sure you can speak on it. If you can right now, go do so. If not, it's understood. It's cool. Um, but these are the things. These are the things I want to kind of like tap in on. What's going on in the world, in the real world. You know what I mean? How is it that uh this whole situation with Gaza and Israel is even a thing here in America? Like, how is it that that's even allowed to happen? You know what I mean? How is it that America is funding the hell out of Israel, and like these are the things I want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know all the answers. I want to talk to people who have more knowledge than myself in these particular circumstances or situations. And I want to definitely do that, but I want to keep people's attention as well, because you realize I am doing this to try to get to the next level as far as media. I do want to be someone that y'all come to and say, okay, or y'all can go to every morning and watch or whatever the case may be. I'm trying to build that platform, trying to be somewhere with that, like the big guy, the big podcasters, if you would. I figure consistency is key. All right, consistency is key. Controversy is key as well. That's why I named it Stir the Pot, because I know if I stir the pot on a regular basis, I'm gonna ruffle some feathers. I'm gonna have some people agree with me, and that's how it's gonna be. So in 2024, we are living in terrible times. Promiscuity is at an all-time high. Drug use is at an all-time high. Pedophilia is at an all-time high. The promotion of the destruction. How would I word this? The deceiving deception. There's ways. They're feeding us bull crap, and we're eating it, not even knowing we being fed bull crap, because they're mixing in fame and money in it. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it over and over and over and over and over again. People like Sexy Red should not exist. I don't care. I hope that goes viral, because people like Sexy Red and Cardi B and Lotto and all of these female rappers, and I hate to go against the female. I hate to seem sexist on this or whatever, but when that's the representation of a woman, is them, we are in bad times, y'all. I'm talking about, because there is no balance. It's them, and then that's it. For our culture, at least, there's what's the balance with Sexy Red? You got Sexy Red on the left. What do you put on the right? Help me understand. What's on the when you got Sexy Red on the left? What's the counteract? What's the black to her white, or what's the white to her black? What's the opposite there right now? Like, who can name it? Anybody? Can anybody tell me what that is? Or any one of these female rappers out right now, because none of the female rappers that they're pushing. I'm not saying no female rappers do this, but none of the female rappers that's being pushed are talking anything positive. I mean, I remember Eve dropped "Love Is Blind," and it'll take over your mind. I mean, that was even a hit, and that was really telling the truth. Ladies, that's a song you should listen to, because these niggas ain't shit. Love is blind, and it'll take over your mind. What think is love is truly not. You need to elevate and find. Love is blind. Remember that, John? That's a rap song women should be listening to along them lines. You know what I mean? I'm out of town, thugging with my rounds, my coochie pink, my booty hole, bro. Like, that's disgusting, and that's what it is. I wanted to play this clip for y'all, and maybe I'll download it today. This is why I need a technical person to rock with me, y'all. I need someone over here that we can work together. Someone that really don't care about being on the scene, that just want to see this take it to the top. I need somebody. Because D Jones could go a whole lot different if I had some help. I'm telling you, D Jones can go a whole lot different. I could be pulling up clips, videos, all kinds of stuff. Like, I could do this show like ridiculousness in a way. Sit back, talk my thing, and then play a video, and we talk about it. That was my initial plan, to do something like that, something along those lines. Unfortunately, I'm not the most computer savvy person, and downloading these videos and uploading them and finding where I put them and all of that kind of stuff, I'm not the best at it. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky with you. That ain't my strong point. I need someone in here to help me with that. And keep it 1,000 with you. I need someone in that, let's research, let's go over video, let's scroll the internet and look for video. Oh, this gonna be it's gonna get a crazy reaction. That's what I need. I would like for it to go that direction, but I don't got no help. And it's cool. I still, I ain't bitching either. I'm gonna just do it. Do what I gotta do until it's done. I'm saying, all right. Obviously, I ain't got a bunch of people right here right now, and that should be annoying. That's another part why people be quitting with these things. I should probably remove the counter or to show how many people are actually on right now. Because when I look at it, that's discouraging. Like, man, the hell, everybody that ain't watching. Y'all know I'm on right now. Not to make it seem like it's got to be the most important, but it's like when you see the numbers there, it encourages you to keep going. When you see the numbers ain't, you discouraged. Like, oh man, this ain't working. You know what I'm saying? But it is working. It's just consistency. Some days are going to be better than others. I got to keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? I would like for people to tap in, but if not, it's cool. Maybe this, no, I can't be this weekend, but sometime soon, I could bring in a bunch of guests and we can actually be in here doing a damn thing. Here come that dumbass light shining. See, I'm gonna have to go get I gotta go get me a blackout curtain for these windows. But has anyone ever read for any all my Christian friends? Explain that. Explain white Jesus. Explain white supremacy in Christianity in America, and explain the fact that Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is left out of the today's Bible. How he's actually in the Gospel of Barnabas, but they left the entire Gospel of Barnabas out of the of the Bible. But then you get on if this platform was a lot bigger and I get to talking about that, this is one of them topics that people don't want to talk about because it's because a lot of people are blind followers, right? Like super blind. Like who was I talking to? Was it Reek? Reek said, he says once the truth is revealed to me, like once it's there, there's no going back. Like once it's there, there's no going back. And that's not that way for Christian people. You have to understand that. That as a matter of fact, and I hate to, I don't want to paraphrase and none of that, but Allah says that Christian people are the most stubborn. It's period. The truth will be in their face, and they will not. They're not rocking with it. Whether the truth is Islam or none of that, we're not getting into none of that. But when you like something like this, for example, when, for example, you bring someone straight proof of something, like the fact that, like, all right, I can prove that the Gospel of Barnabas, one, is not in the Bible, and two, what's in the Gospel of Barnabas. So when you bring that to a whole Christian, ask them what their response. They got a response. They got something. Oh, they really not. They don't understand, but they're gonna have an answer because it's something that they don't want. It's something that they don't want to hear. They so stuck on what they was raised to believe or what they attach themselves to that at this point there's no turning back, right, wrong, or indifferent. And I've actually been a witness to that firsthand. I swear to goodness, bro. I promise you on everything. And this wasn't even Eddie was Christian, but this had nothing to do with Christian or Christianity. This had everything to do with patriotism, right? Straight up. And I think I told you this before. I'll tell you again. I caught a DUI way back in 2008, January 3rd, 2008, right after New Year. I caught a DUI, and I had to pay for that DUI with community service and a few other things, right? Some money, obviously, and community service. I had to put community service in. And so I'm at community service one day, and there's about, if you ever done community service, it's never just you, it's you and a bunch of other people that got to do community service. So I'm at Little League, and Little League was sweet. Not during Little League, I wouldn't work it during Little League. That's too much work. But when you getting ready for like right now to go work at Little League, it's sweet. You eat gravy. I mean, they feed the hell out. They got great food over there. And then you ain't doing shit. You really like cleaning the facility that people were in 6 months ago. Well, now what is this? 6 months ago was 5, 6 months ago was Little League. So you might be sweeping a hallway that nobody walked down for the last 5 months. You know what I mean? Like it's sweet. They just got you really over there. So now it's break time, and actually it wasn't even break time. It was like the lady literally told us pick up branches off the ground. Like she put us in the woods. We were on the hill, a hill with trees and all that. And she says, okay, just pick up the little branches, like the little stuff that fall. Like What? That's what we got to do? Sweet. Nothing. Like, we didn't even pick up nothing. We sat there for 3-4 hours. She came back. She said, oh, you guys did a wonderful job. Nobody did shit. Anyway, as I was there with one of these guys, a bunch of people, somebody says to me, Zayd, are you Zayd Ali? I'm like, yeah. He says, you're an asshole. So I got defensive. What? I don't know him from a can of paint. I don't immediately OD on him because I don't know him, but I'm trying to dig his angle. Like, where he coming from? And he's like, nah, I'm only joking with you, blah, blah, blah. But he was like, nah, this is where I know you from. And this was a ambulance guy, paramedic, if you would. This particular person is one of the people that pulled me out of the car in the water that I was in when I had a accident. It was a DUI, had an accident, went over a small little bridge, ended up in some water. And this person pulled me out of the car. So I was wasted. I don't remember him from a can of paint, but he remembered me, obviously. And he tells me at Little League, he's like, yo, you were an asshole when this happened. And I was like, you know what? I can't say you right, wrong, or whatever. So now we get to talking. Blah, blah, blah. That's how we meet each other. So we start talking about 9/11 and what happened on 9/11 and how it was an inside job and how look at the building, look at the posters in the building as they it's a controlled demolition, like it's controlled. It did not happen the way they said it happened. Here's the proof. Here's where you go on the internet, zeitgeist.com. You can check that whole thing, look at all of the stuff on 9/11, all of that. Here go so many other places you can go to that's gonna completely destroy what they said happened. And he was like, all right, I'm gonna go watch it. So the next day come around and I asked him, I was like, yeah, what happened last night when you went home to go watch that Jones? I told you. He was like, nah, I ain't watch it. I'm like, why? He's like, I couldn't even, because if I would have saw that and it would have been what you say it is, I'd rather not see that. This was his whole position. He's like, I really rather not know the truth. And that shit fucked me up, bro. I was like, huh? So it just lets you know some people don't even care for the truth. They so stuck on what they stuck on. It is that way for them. So the fact that, let's say, a terrorist took over a plane with a box cutter, this is a scissor, but a box cutter, the fact that a terrorist took over a plane with a box cutter and you guys found this terrorist passport, you found his passport on top of all the rubble unscathed, is impossible. There's zero chances of that happening. Zero. There's not a chance in hell. There's not a dust mite compared to the rest of the entire universe, galaxy, that can happen. Not even. The fact that they took over planes with a box cutter, one, and two, that his passport, not this, but his passport landed on top of all the rubble completely unscathed, and this is how y'all was able to identify him. It's impossible. It's impossible. But guess what? That's a story that was told, and America wouldn't believe that bullshit. There's so many videos that was wiped off off of the internet and continue to be monitored and wiped off when somebody tried to repost them of what was happening, like from regular civilians that day. Like there's testimony from firefighters, people in the building saying, I was in the building. All right, firefighters saying, I'm looking at the building go poof, 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 like pulses, each floor, busting, and then that's a controlled demolition. They explain to you, I watched the controlled demolition happen, but you won't find that video. Or if you do find that video, it's hard to find it. And if you repost it, it's going to be gone. They're gonna take it down. There's videos of people that was in the building that says, boom, I was blown away in the basement of the building. Like I was in a low level and boom, an explosion happened in the bottom. And then, you see what I'm saying? Building 7, there's absolutely no reason for building 7 to have fallen. Zero. They don't, but these are stories they tell you. You know what I mean? The black box was never found in the Pentagon, at the Pentagon, when they say that it crashed over there. Ever. It was never found. You see how my views go down because I'm talking real shit that people don't want to talk about? This is the bullshit. This lets me know, man, the world is fucked. I hate it. I hate the world. Like, let me get on here and talk about Dre and her 21-year-old boyfriend. Y'all gonna be all on here in the comments saying a whole lot of, We start talking about real shit. Y'all don't care. This is why it's probably called Stir the Pot, because I don't care about you or nobody has to think about what I'm gonna say. Period. I'm mad. I'm mad that y'all don't really want to pay attention to this shit. Seriously. That's why I feel like I can't, like, even if I get this my podcast or whatever to the level that I wanted to get to, they couldn't cancel me because it's gonna be built on that. It's gonna be built on me saying what the fuck I want to say. And y'all being able to say what y'all want to say. It's gonna be built on that. So they can't stop it. They can't shut it down. I mean, they could, maybe YouTube could remove it or this platform could remove it and all of that. And maybe I might be forced to build my own platform and all of that. But they that whole cancel me stuff, I'm not afraid. Who's afraid of that? Right. I saw so much of that stuff, not to mention they haven't found one black box. Exactly. I said that. Me neither. I'm rocking with you. Exactly. Let's rock out. That's how it's gotta be, man. We can't be afraid to say what the real is. We gotta talk about it. But Reek, we can't go in here talking some foolishness, talking opinions on what we think. Can't go down here with the what we think stuff. We gotta know. Like, I know the Gospel of Barnabas was removed from the Bible, today's Bible. I know Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was mentioned by name in the Gospel of Barnabas, right? By name in the Gospel of Barnabas. I know this, but you know what I mean. I'm not gonna get her hand acting like, oh, I heard, and running with that when it could be complete false. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna have to know what we talking about to get on the show. That'd be wicked. Y'all see how this dumbass light shining? And I'm out to go get me I gotta get some blackout curtains here and that window over there. You know what I'm saying, it's crazy. Um, so yeah, we could talk about real on this joint. That's what I really want to talk about. I ain't gonna lie, like that it's fun talking about the pop culture bullcrap. It is. It is fun to be good on here. Like, did y'all see that dumbass girl Sukiana get on that girl's podcast when she called her a musician and she says, "I'm not no musician, I make music." And the girl was like, "Ho, ho, ho, that's a musician." No, no, no. She kept thinking she was calling her a magician when girl was calling her a musician. And the dumbass Suki girl kept looking. I mean, to me, that right there, it's embarrassed. I'm embarrassed myself I'm embarrassed because she has the potential to be she has the potential to be a beautiful black queen, woman, whatever you want to call it. And she out here making us look bad. Seriously. They out here making us look bad, y'all. That's the problem I got with this shit. The Sexy Reds and the Sukianas and the Cardi B's and the Krishans and all. It's exploitation, and they out here making us look bad and got them thinking that looks good. It got this woman out here thinking that her butt ass naked all over the country, all over the TV is what is good for her because she's making money at it. And that's not good. I'm sorry. I take that position. That's not good. That's the position I take. I don't take the cheering on liberation. She can do what she want, get your bag position. I don't take that position. That's a shame position. I don't care how much they paid you. Not only embarrassing yourself and your family, you just knocked us down again. Or you just put another score on the fact that black people don't care about shit. We ain't in a time where we should be shaking our ass all over the TV, young ladies. Fellas, we ain't in a time where we should be shooting each other and man, it's time for a change, y'all. It's time for a change. Wake the freak up. It's time for a change. It's time. I see that a lot of young boys were in Chicago went ahead and took their shahada. That was good. I hope they stick to it. I hope they stick to it, man. The whole old block went ahead and took their shahada and did all of that. I hope they stick to it. But this just goes to show y'all. We got two people watching, Reek and maybe somebody else. I don't know who the other person is right now. Now, usually around this time in the morning, I got 20, 30 people in here going back and forth with me. But I guess my title and what we talking about, they said, nah, I'm going to skip today. That sucks, but that can't discourage us, man. We got to tell the truth. We got to. we in terrible times right now. We in terrible times. I hate to talk about like certain groups of people and how there are some truths about groups of people. I want to talk about it right now. I want what one I want to talk about when there's definitely more people in here to go back and forth with, and two, I want to talk about I got to do more research on it. That's the problem with today's society. They don't want to hear the truth. Exactly right. I'm telling you, Barry, that's what it is. That's what it is, man. We living in everything's accepted. Everything's accepted. You could do anything. There's no shame. This is the Sodom and Gomorrah times for real that you read about. These are the times, man. These are the times. Women walking around buck ass naked, fully dressed. Fully dressed. But there's nothing left to the imagination except maybe are her areolas light or dark? That's it. We know you ain't got a lot of hair on your coochie because your strip is only this big. Your bikini strip. It's like this, and we don't see nothing around there, so we know what that look like. Your whole ass out because the string's right in your ass, so we don't see your asshole maybe, but we see your cheeks. You're walking right down the street like that, and on the beach or a boardwalk, or maybe not even. You at an award show looking like this, fully dressed, butt ass naked at the same time. I don't ever want to see my daughter like that, or my nieces or nothing. Your nieces or nothing. Gold digger prank and notice how the females are. Oh my God. Have I ever seen a gold digger prank? I was gonna do the gold digger prank, but I was gonna switch it. I was gonna completely different. You see how homie be having the nice car? I was gonna have I was gonna pull up. I was gonna pull up in a car that's smoking and everything. I was literally yesterday. I was thinking skits. Who want to help? What female want to help me do these skits? Because I want to pull up in a beat up ass car, smoking. Yeah, what up? Ah. And she just go on her rant. But it would have been scripted. So I think these joints be scripted too, but the gold digger joints. But mine would have definitely been scripted because. But yeah, man. To the two people that's watching me, I'm assuming that's Reek and that's Barry. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Everybody else, the hell out of here, man, because y'all saw the title and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to talk about that. He talking some real shit. And I'd rather talk about bullshit. I'm more entertained by Krishan and Blueface than what's really going on in the world. But I'm gonna stay consistent with these. I don't know if it's gonna be an every morning thing, every evening thing. I would like to, put some joints together, bring some people on, have it scheduled so they know we're gonna go on and we're gonna do this so we can talk. But I'm embarrassed by the state of black people right now, to be honest with you. It's embarrassing. When I watched that shit with that girl Sukiyana or whatever her name is, Suki, I think it's Sukiyana, right? I was embarrassed to see her go back and forth with this young girl, and the girl says, "You're a musician, right?" And she was like, "I'm not no musician. I make music." And girl's like, "Huh?" She's like, "What?" I mean, if y'all saw this video, it's like, oh gosh, man. Girl, you just said you make music, but you're not a musician. You thought she said magician. She said no musician. And the girl, she said, no, let me explain. She said, no, ain't no explaining. And then you was like, think. Think. I ain't think. I know. Bitch, you know what? You idiot. You looking stupid up there. Damn. It's making me mad that even happened. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, Greek. As a black man looking at a black woman in front of a white person play herself like that, it's embarrassing. I'm sorry. I'm embarrassed for her. I'm embarrassed for us. And I don't know her from a can of paint. I mean, I know if to see her walking the street because they made her famous, blah, 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 blah. But I don't know. I don't know this person. It was embarrassing to look at, man. And I was gonna pull it up on here, but again, where's my technical person? Somebody want to work with me so I could be like, look at this video, y'all. Boom. Look at this. I'm quite sure if y'all probably seen a video by now, though. It's been out for 2, 3 days. All the platforms are reposting it. That's another thing. We in a time where you can't even do nothing. You can't even make a mistake because it's gonna have some life. Your mistakes gonna get a life, and they gonna shine the hell out the light on your mistakes. Every platform, if you get big enough, every they're gonna put you out there. Shade Room and TMZ and all of them, all of them. I'm saying they're not shining the light on the things you're doing positively. Let you go ahead and it's just I hate the times we living in is different, man. I might have someone for let check me. All right, bet. Appreciate that, Barry. Appreciate that. Um, but yeah, man, me and my little I hate this light. So y'all know what I'm doing today. I'm going out and getting a curtain for that, Joe. A blackout curtain. Got to. For this window and then these two in front of me. It's like right here. It's just dumb. It ain't dumb loud, it's just dumb, and that's what it is. It's dumb right now. All right. I'ma tap out because ain't nobody going back and forth with me. If it ain't dumb loud, it's just dumb. This is Evan Ali, and this is another episode of Stir the Pot.